Our first of our Bambino finals. The first one is the petrol engine one, the C50 Coma final. This will be no surprise. I hope you did catch the paddock show, because we chatted to the driver that is on the pole position. Noah Wicklow starts on pole position. Logan Hodgetts. We've seen the Wicklow and Hodgetts show in the heats, in the super heats, haven't we? How these two have just kind of shadowed one another round. It's gone the Wicklow, the way of Noah Wicklow, though, with some fine racing from these youngsters. So Wicklow and Hodgetts share the front row. Ollie West and Calman Simon share row 2. Row 3 is Arthur Bowers and Henry Hills. Jack Swong and Jesse Bailey are on row 4. John Stevens and Hendrix Fallat are on row 5. Benjamin Shivar, not having a great weekend. Benjamin recently received his trophy for being the spring champion up at Warden Law. He will start 11th.
Presented by Mr. J. Bradley, Esquire, I believe.
Me, yes, absolutely.
Transported by you from the wilds of Sunderland over to the wilds of here.
Considering the Shivars live in Chelmsford, it's a bit of a long hike just to pick up a trophy, isn't it? So it made a lot of sense. Brady Atkins alongside Benjamin on row 6 in 12th. Row 7 is Will Wainwright and Raith Owen. Max Armett and Riley Aston Wilkins are on row 8, and then rounding off the field in row 9 is Max Centelaire and Santo Amico. Yes, not very keen on this complete lack of
desire to be the first person.
Desire
there.
to be, you're sort of running down to the
Someone's
grid.
had a word.
I mean, I think it's because the kart. This is a long track. I mean, it seems long. It's only 1,030 metres, so just over a kilometre long, and the parents and helpers have got plenty of time to make their way down to the grid, because this is a standing start, of course. Just like we saw earlier with the Hondas. On this one, you'll see the drivers line up, and they will be, they'll be blipping the throttle there just to keep the spark ignited.
So, in a difference from this morning, it's Wicklow on pole and Hodgetts in 2, and then you got Calman Simon, Ollie West, Henry Hales. And keep on revving. So they are keeping the engines turning, keeping the clutches warm, holding them a little bit on the brake. And the thing you told you're never allowed to do in a rental car, isn't it? You can't press both pedals at once. But they own the carts; they can do what they like. But obviously
I've been pulled in many a time in an indoor car. What have you black flagged me for? You're pressing both pedals. Am I? I don't know. I'm doing it.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
I don't. It's just natural. It's kind of a natural thing.
There we go, and it's an appalling start for Noah Wicklow. Wickloow's just been completely swamped. Whatever happened with his clutch ball, he didn't work. He's down to 4th already.
Oh, my goodness.
And away's gone Hodgetts, West, and Calman Simon. Sorry, not Simon Calman.
The only beneficiary of Wicklow's bad start is us, Nick, because now we've got Wicklow, having got by Calman Simon, he's in 4th. Sorry, third.
Yeah, he got 3rd. Now he's got West, so he's in 2nd almost immediately.
Wow, how has he done that?
He's driving angry. He's driving out. Oh, no, actually, West may get it back again with the reverse. But I think actually that Wicklow's really looking to his left and right, hoping to make a few extra yards up. And there we go. So, Wicklow. Let's watch this. Yeah, easy pass.
He's now into 2nd, Nick. Hodgetts left up in the front of this field. They will be completing one lap any moment now. And as we click by, just over a minute to get around, we've got plenty of racing left. With Hodgetts leading, Wicklow 2nd, Ollie West 3rd, Calman Simon next.
There he is.
Arthur Bowers, Jess Bailey, Hendrix Fallat, Henry Hills, Brady Ackinen. It's Jack Swong rounding off the top 10. He's already onto the rear bumper of the leader, Hodgetts. And he's brought Ollie West with him, hasn't he?
Yeah, this time West has improved throughout the weekend. He was good in the last superheat as well. And of course, as you say, this is the first time in this championship he's not been doing everything. Not been doing the electrics and the... I was going to say nitro, but it's not nitro, it's petrol. Nitro's RC. Nitro's the RC bit, but even that's been reduced because it's the same stuff you make bombs out of. They've finally worked out. So the amount of nitroglycerin you can have in your fuel in It used to be 40% of fuel could be nitroglycerin, the rest was sort of castor oil and methanol.
Good
And now it's legislated down to 16%. Because it said, hang on a second, this is a bomb.
We've got the situation we've seen before today, Nick.
This is deja vu all over again.
It absolutely is. Wicklow, who seems to be very content and happy to sit in the wheel tracks of Logan Hodgetts and pick his moment. Down towards the McRae hairpin. Hodgetts leads, Wicklow second. That green helmeted driver there in third is Ollie West. And Ollie he's kind of been there or thereabouts, but I've not seen him being in a position to challenge. And Ollie West, who's second in the championship, remember. And Ollie, he was second at round one and took the win at Glenegor's.
I think what has happened with Ollie is obviously he's doing half the driving he normally does around the circuit because he's not doing the electrics. And therefore his learning has been a bit less quick. And he was off the pace for himself yesterday, but he's come on the pace now as he's managed to get to grips with the track. So my feeling is that West now is pretty much up onto the pace of these two. That's the Wicklow and Hodgetts pair who've been dominating both Saturday and Sunday, but now they can't really shake off Ollie West, who has the talent that we've seen by winning a round already, but perhaps didn't adapt to Rowrah as quickly as the others, but hasn't been here before, and is now really looking quite good. Behind them it's Simon, Bowers, Jesse Bailey and Hendricks Fallat down to 7th place.
If I didn't know right, I'd say that these two leaders were kind of managing the pace because that's allowing Ollie West to get on terms, and he's slightly almost ahead of in second place.
And he's undercut. I think Wicklow can't take him right off the track.
No, but he's side by side. They are side by side for second place. Ollie West looks like he's got that second place. So we've got two green helmets leading, first and second. It's all about the undercut, wasn't it? There, and then the switchback. Wicklow squeezed in, but not too much. That's fine. And so we've got Hodgetts, West, Wicklow now with just under a minute towards half distance. And there's Ollie West for the lead. Ollie West, the first time we've seen the number 20, will show in the lead for the first time this weekend.
That's
we've got a little bit of wheel banging for second as Wicklow's gone through with him.
Yeah.
And Hodgetts didn't realise that Wicklow was there and he was moving around, and that was a little bit by accident.
Yeah. But this is really interesting what Ollie West has learned over the course of 2 days.
He's defending though, isn't he? Look at that. Now that's going to compromise his exit speed. And Wicklow knows that. You saw Wicklow lining him up for the inside.
Wide, but now Hodgetts now thinking about it. Hodgetts going to take away the gap. Now, my spidey sense says that Wicklow should now get him on the run up to St John's. Because he's not, unless he can absolutely park it. Did he park the momentum there?
Yeah, he did a little bit. He stifled that momentum from Wicklow. This is St John's
here.
No,
it's not from Wicklow. Sorry, my brain's gone.
Who are you talking about?
No, you were right. Ignore
There's only you who knows what you're talking about.
That's very rare.
Yeah.
No, you were right, actually.
I don't know what you're talking about. You haven't actually verbalised what you're thinking.
Who?
Exactly. Now, what I can tell you, though, is Ollie West is leading. Ollie West is leading again. He's leading on lap 5. Wicklow second. Hodgetts in third. Great battle behind him, mind. Arthur Bowers, Callum Simon, Jess Billy and Hendricks Fallat are having a right old ding-dong for 4th place down over. If anything, absolutely. And you know what? We've only just gone past half distance.
I know. So there's
Hodgetts is going to have an ideal line out of ideal here.
Thinking about the next corner.
He's got. Look at the momentum he's got. He's going to rest on the bumper.
All of them are going slow. All of them are going slow. And here comes the Ayrton Senna helmet of Simon and the other of the 4 followers. And the maximum speed, the apex speed there through the Stuart S was very low to prevent the chance of Wicklow coming past West. And look at the catch.
It's not deliberate. It's not like he's lifting off, Nick. He's not slowing them down deliberately. It's just the way he's gone through the corner, that they're all slowing up and allowing the 4 behind these 3 to now become 7. When 3 becomes 7.
That was a terrible Spice Girls song.
This is going to be anybody's race. 3.5 minutes remaining.
Wicklow's still a favourite.
And they're going to start tripping over one another. If Wicklow doesn't get past, this could go anywhere. And Ollie West, you know what you were saying earlier about these kids learning all the time? They are, because Ollie West has learnt. He's learnt Rowrah, and he's come out in the final, and he knows Rowrah.
Wicklow went back for his line there, and the line was only available about half an inch. Otherwise, he would have taken Logan Hodgetts' nose off.
Yeah, Hodgetts takes the optimum line through Iredale, and that gives him momentum enough to pull alongside Wicklow. Wicklow hasn't got the room to try down the inside of West, so he's got to slot in behind.
The gold helmet we saw going away from him was a 98 of Arthur Bowers in 5th. You can just see him behind the centre helmet. Simon.
Here we go through St John's. Ends up through Sonny, the left-hander. And look at that train of carts towards the final turn. 2.5 minutes.
Not had it all day, but we've got it in the final.
2.5 minutes remaining now. Wicklow to the inside. He might have the ideal line into the chicane if he can get his nose ahead. He can't. And Ollie West turns into the corner. Up and over the brow at Rowrah. Out of there, down towards the McRae hairpin. Wicklow looking over his shoulder and seeing that everybody is behind him. He's got loads of drivers behind him, and if he's not careful, he's going to lose out because Hodgetts pulls alongside. Simon's gone with him. It's 2 by 2 on the inside and outside. There's a little bit of a nudge, but Ollie West has hung on to it, and Calman Simon takes advantage of that. Wicklow trying to squeeze back in, and Hodgetts trying to fill the gap. He's going to fill the gap. It's going to be 1st, 2nd and 3rd with Wicklow now down to 4th.
Well, surely, yes.
And the 98 has gone through, so Wicklow down to 5th.
And that was because you know what he was trying to do? He was trying to just give a little bit of a nudge to West to get him to just move wide.
I'm not sure that was deliberate.
No,
That's just
he tried to give him a little nudge, and then I'm not saying it's deliberate. He was trying to lean on him, because you know how Wicklow likes to be 3 inches off the bumper of the car ahead. That's how he likes to drive.
7 kart train into the final turn here with 1.5 minutes remaining. This is all going to go down to the flag. And try to pick a winner out of this lot. You're a braver man than me if you can. As Ollie West continues to lead, Calman Simon in 2nd, Hodgetts 3rd, Bowers 4th, Wicklow 5th, Fallat not that far off the bumper of Hodgetts. Of Wicklow.
Simon's got a good run here, but actually he could.
Hodgetts
might come through, and Hodgetts. No, the over and under going to take it back out again.
And now Simon back into 2nd.
But I think Hodgetts might actually have a bit of an advantage here if he can move out. No, he's not doing that.
No, he hasn't. He didn't.
Wicklow looks like he's taken the 98 of Bowers, so Wicklow's going back into 4th again. And Hodgetts looked to get a wider line there, thinking if he could perhaps get towards Simon on the way back up towards St John's.
Yeah,
it's all going on here.
Yeah, Hodgetts had the inside line, but Simon knew what he was doing. He just sets back onto the rear bumper of the leader, Ollie West. Into paddock then. They're going to get 2 more laps after this one. Or in fact, they're going to get 2 laps this time by.
Yeah.
So this one will finish and we will go to another 2.
And it's Hodgetts there was looking for a line potentially through Rowrah to get himself back up a position. Didn't happen. Just like to point out that the 7th place driver, Jesse Bailey, is absolutely not out of this at the moment.
No, not at all. Nobody's out of this, Nick. The whole of those 7 coming through.
He's got a lead.
He's got him. Simon's got him.
Come across. If he no, he's been
Simon's
a bit generous there. He's looking the whole way.
Yeah, he is. And Hodgetts trying to get
come
through.
Across again.
Keep an eye on Hodgetts, though. He's got momentum through there. Wicklow coming by. Simon's got the inside line going towards the stewardesses. Hodgetts going to latch onto his rear bumper and open up a gap for him to get through on the inside of Ollie West. And Ollie West's hanging on. He's down to 3rd. From the leader to 3rd. We've got a new leader now. Calman Simon, it is leading. Down towards the right-hander at St John's. They go through that one. They're side by side, the 2 green helmeted drivers side by side, and Ollie West back up into 2nd place. Time is running out because it'll be the last lap board next time by as they come through and out of paddock turn. It's Calman Simon leading. He needs to get across to the right to guard that defensive position into the chicane. Wicklow through into 3rd and ahead of Hodgetts. Hodgetts just hangs on to 4th, and here comes Noah Wicklow. Wicklow onto the rear bumper of Ollie West as they both go down the inside of Calman Simon. Simon will come back at Wicklow, or will he? No, he has to slot into 3rd. So Ollie West leads, Wicklow 2nd, Calman Simon 3rd. Simon to the outside, Wicklow to the inside. He's going to do the cutback on Wicklow. They are almost side by side. Now Simon almost on the grass there. And there Wicklow trying to squeeze Hodgetts.
It's not happening.
And Hodgetts up to 3rd, Wicklow back down to 4th. Wicklow up to 3rd. Hodgetts trying to come back at him.
West is leading. Simon's 2nd. Wicklow's now in 3rd. Where the hell's Hodgetts gone?
West is leading. West is leading towards the checkered flag. Can Calman Simon do anything about him? He's got 2 more corners to do it. They can't do it there. It's got one more. They've got one more corner and they've broke free from the rest of the field. It's going to be Ollie West if he can hang on to this through the paddock turn. But coming up on his side is Calman Simon. It's going to be side by side across the line. And it's Ollie West who takes the win What a race that was.
Unbelievable.
Callum and Simon, 64 thousandths of a second, side by side with Ollie West. Ollie West, the winner of round 2, takes the win in round 4. Wow. Let me catch my breath before I give you a rundown. Ollie West, our winner. Callum and Simon second. Noah Wicklow will go to the podium after dominating the heats and the super heats. Noah Wicklow will have to settle for a third place podium position.